Hey ho again! Here we are at Diane's Plants, and I promised I would do an update video on my experiment from my lantana disaster I had about 10 days, 2 weeks ago, somewhere in that range. Anyways, they had come in, they had dropped leaves. I learned this is from ethylene. Apparently they are sensitive to it and they produce it themselves. You know, all plants produce it. Anyways, so to try to save them, because all the leaves were off. They were just little sticks. They weren't even anything. So in a desperate attempt to save them, I tried my father's trick of putting saran wrap over and creating like a greenhouse. So, here we go to see the results of this. Alright, so this one I had opened the other day, and as you can tell, it is a total disaster. And looking through, I don't see any of the nodes, so they're rotted and gone. So that's a total loss. But here, this one, and this is the same. This is Dallas Red and this is Dallas Red. I got a few trying to survive. Nope, those leaves are off. No, they're tricking me. Ooh, what's this one doing? Oh, well, that looks like it has a little bit of a root. Okay, so that's trying. Let's see what this one's doing. This one here is pinky. Oh, ooh. I don't think that's anything. It could be a root, but I don't think so. There is not much going on. Alright, I would say that one's pretty much a loss. Here is the next. Now this has more promise. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so this one is also pinky. And well, if there's roots, they're really hard to see. Yeah, this is not doing much of anything, root or otherwise. They are trying to stay alive. I'm going to cover that one back up. It's at least making an attempt. But this one I thought looked really promising. Here we go. What is this? Ooh, this is also Dallas Red. Look at these. I'm still not seeing roots, but I certainly see leaves. There's still leaf drop going on. Oh, there's a root. See if my camera will zoom in for you. So there's a little bit of one. We're going to cover that back up. That's got some promise. This one, that was a total no good. Let's see what this one's doing. Well, that's got promise. I see a little bit of... there's a little possibility of some roots. Okay, this one here is Fantasy. And it's got some promise. I'm going to tape those back up. Alright, here. I don't think this one did anything good. Very little. It's got one little one out of the whole box. This one was a disaster, that I know. You know, some of it I was able to tell early on that it was not going to make it. And a lot of that is because they lost all their leaves. Ooh, that one really looks like it's trying. Yeah, I think because this has a lot of sun. This is a disaster. see what we got here. Yeah, that might be it. That might be part of the situation, is the amount of sun, because those ones further back don't get direct sun as much as this one does. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so that's part of the formula, I think. Look at my attempt at growing some violet leaves that were not good. Rather than throwing them out, I thought, well, let me try to grow them. This has got some stuff. All right, so I would say, now this one's probably no good because it doesn't get as much sun. It's got one on there. That's got a few. All right, so in all this mess, I probably, maybe 25% I saved. Yeah, I'm going to go with about 25% I saved. Well, to this point, they're still not rooted, so who knows if they're going to keep growing and root or what they're going to do. Here comes the helper, who's not very helpful. That's the experiment. I'm going to try to move some more of these more into the sun, since that seems to be part of the helpful issue, rather than under my overhang. I'll get them more sun. Probably the heat is helping from the sun to keep them warmer. You know, it's still it's spring here, so we still get cold nights, and I don't have heat or anything out here, and I don't have heat mats on them. So if you have plants and you're desperate, you can try my father's idea and put them with the saran wrap over it. He used to take toothpicks and he'd put them in. You probably could do popsicle sticks, probably work better. Anyways, to keep the saran wrap up off the plants, and then keep them in a good warm place with the right amount of sun or light. Good luck. Diane'sPlants.com, showing you the good, the bad of the dirty fingernail.